it was just an urgency for me. I don't think this is something, when we first started talking, there were a lot of people that said, we need to plan this march for January of next year.
Morning, 1,000-man march going down this morning. What's going on with you, bro?
How you doing? How you doing today, Black?
Man, I'm good, man. So what you here for? What you here for?
Man, I'm gonna be a part of this event to bring light on that this ain't just a march. People think it's just a march, and a lot of people say they don't like to see march, they don't want to see march because everybody do it, this and that. But this really trying to build some kind of camaraderie, some kind of unity, some kind of base where everybody can come together at one time. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see different organizations out here right now that's representing this. You got John Knight, them organization. You got a Christian organization out here, and everybody doing what they doing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the people need to see in Jackson. They need to see us unified.
Yep. All right, what you think about the 1,000-man march?
I think it's a great thing, man. Togetherness, showing togetherness. Just trying to make a statement, man. Everybody can type on the computer. It's about showing up doing something better, though. You know what I mean? My organization is 80 Babies Entertainment. It's about bringing folks together, man. That's about it.
All right, I appreciate you coming out.
Yes, sir.
1,000-man march, Jackson, Mississippi, man. We got another organizer in Jacktown. Tell the people the name of your organization, brother.
Mega was Reloaded, a mission and a movement. We from over there in Ward 3, 39213. West and North Side Drive, Shade Oaks, but we with everybody. If you about that unity, love, and peace, if you about spreading it, then we gonna come. We gonna come if you call.
All right, let me ask you this, man. What are your thoughts, man, about the 1,000-man march, and what are you expecting today?
Well, we need more than this. We need a 1,000,000-man march, and it's a beautiful thing. And if you want to see change, you got to come be a part of change. You got to understand something, man. In the 60s, Meg Evans and them did it, Dr. King and them did it. And now here it is years together, and they was hanging us then, putting them German shepherds on us and things then. And now we got to come together now to fight for our own people, our own other rights in a different way. And if it worked then, it's going to work now. Only thing about change, a lot of people afraid of change. And if Dr. King and Meg Evans was afraid, we wouldn't be here right now.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. How you doing today, sir?
Man, pretty good, Black. I appreciate you putting this together and inviting me out for it.
All right, what do you think about the 1,000-man march, man? What are your words on it?
Well, I just believe, it's the start of something. You can't start and not finish. Nothing happens overnight or in the instance of snap of a finger. So we just have to continue to put efforts behind the protest, make our passions understood regularly. Consistency matters. And we have to follow this up with continuing to reach out to the community, get more young people out here and find them things to do. You got a young man working the cameras. It's a lot of them that can do things with technology, get them involved and help them find their ways in society. That's what life is all about. So that's what we're here for today.
All right, thank you for coming out.
Out here trying to support the movement, trying to take our city back, you know what I'm saying? Because it's time for us to really, take some responsibility for our own, Too many times we wait on other people to do things for us and like it's gonna just drop from the sky. Well, my business is Snowball and Shaved Ice and Concessions. And I've been in Jackson for over 30 years. And like I said, it's time for us to now start caring about our city and taking it back as well.
Well, I think I'm gonna just say this personally, man. I believe being a local businessman and doing it for an amount of years shows that you care about your community. You're giving back to your community and also keeping the money in your community circulating in your community.
I think it will. Like, if you look at our shirts, you'll tell that we're not all from the same community. We're from different communities.
What do you think about this movement?
I think it's very much needed. In order for us to really turn this city around, we're gonna have to peel back the layers and get to the real issues, root of the issues. I don't believe in the solution being shackles and handcuffs and jail cells. I believe it needs to be tools and knowledge. And, if you're really on the ground in these streets of Jackson, you'll know that a lot of these young men out here, or young people, I would say, they're begging for love and support and guidance.
I feel you.
So I'm here in full support of anything that, we can do to try to turn this city around.
I appreciate you. Tell the people the name of your organization.
The Better Men Society, also founder of Anointed Soldiers for Christ, Christopher Cooper.
All right, and what are you here for today?
Man, just to watch these great men come together for one purpose and one cause, man. I think just to see black brothers unified together is powerful within itself. Yeah.
All right, any more words?
No, sir.
All right, what's the name of your organization, sir?
Living with Purpose.
All right, and what are you here for?
I'm one of the organizers, and also I'm a lifelong person living here in Jackson, man, that once was a part of the problem. Did a lot of destruction in my community, man, when I was out here selling drugs and running gangs. And God just saw fit for me to live through all my times back and forth to prison and shootings and everything, to be the person, to be the beacon of light, to let these kids know that you can change. Not just the kids, but the adults as well, man, because we still have a lot of adult men out here that's trying to find their way. Your way is through your purpose, man. Find your purpose, man, and your purpose is to be here as a man, as a leader. We're not continue to be followers. If you're gonna be a leader, you gotta treat your people the way you wanna be treated and lead them out of the trenches, out of the dark. We ain't gotta be in the mud forever. I got it out the mud 20-some years ago. Now I'm cleaning the mud up. Be a part of this movement, man, because it's not just a march, it's a whole movement. And what comes after this is gonna be something special for our city and our youth.
All right, and I want to ask you one question. For those that have been a part of the problem for a amount of years, man, and now they have this narrative of just staying out of the way. What do you have to say to somebody like that?
Man, I say get in the way. I say that's the problem with our culture now. Too many of us not pouring back the wisdom that need to be poured back into our culture. A lot of us been through a lot to be able to give them the direction or plant that seed in which way not to go. I think we showing fear when God didn't give us the spirit of fear.
Okay. Yeah. All right, there it is. Live with purpose. Asiatic Black. Tell the people your name.
Other Kane.
Otha, what do you think about the 1,000-man march, man?
Hey, man, I think this is much needed, right? I think that we have all been looking for a Superman to come and save us, but we're the Superman we're looking for, man. And so it's up to us to get it done, to make it happen.
All right, and what's the name of your organization?
Other Kane Media.
All right, Too Black, Too Strong. We are definitely on the grounds. 1,000-man march is about to get started. I got one of the city administrative figures in the building on the ground. Tell the people your name.
My name is Brian Grizel, president of the Jackson City Council and the councilman for Ward 4.
All right, what do you think about this march today?
I think this is a great thing. It's a great event. It's about unity. It's about us getting together and marching for a cause. We know that local politics matters. What's happening in our communities matters. But what's trickling down from the federal level is very concerning. And we're starting to see it in our own communities, these different changes of policies. We're still trying to get clean water, trying to make sure that people can afford their water bills, making sure that garbage gets picked up and making sure that we don't have flooding, So things that are trickling down are very concerning, but, again, events like this helps us to remind us that we are standing here together.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Why they didn't make the CL6 with a clutch? And if you don't smoke, then why the hell you reaching for my Dutch? I need airtime. Why be on the curb with a wild lie? I need a
Everybody fall in. Everybody fall in.
Cause they moms at work, they pops is gone, they living with iron. Why they ain't give us a cure for AIDS? Why my diesel have fiends in the spot on the floor for days? Why you screaming like it's a slug, it's only the hawk? Why my buzz in LA ain't like it is in New York? Why they forcing you to be home?
So doing nothing has not worked for us up to this point. So I think today is going to be a good sign to the rest of the city to show that we're going to show up and do what it is that we need to do as black men. This is a 1,000-man march, but also shouts out to our sisters who joined us out here today and these kids that are out here today. Because we got to make sure that we show ourselves as leaders in our households and our community, but it's time that we show that these young black men that there are mentors and people that they can look up to in their community. I say this all the time, and I said this on WNPR the other day. The young people cannot aspire or look to us as mentors and look to us as leaders if they see us out in the streets trying to do the same thing that they're doing. So we're going to show them a different path today and show them the path to leadership out here today. So Brother Frank, who has been doing this much longer than I have, and is somebody that I have immense respect for, and someone who has done this many times, him and Brother Hollis Watkins as well, who have showed us the way. We're going to have him to start us off in prayer.
A word before all words. To the creator of the universe of all things known and unknown, we beseech you today for health, for safety. We pray that you would embed in us a sense of purpose, a sense of duty to fight and struggle for justice and equity and inclusion for all people on earth. Watch over us, we beg thee. Thank you.
All right, is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Yes, sir.
There's a fine line, baby, I'm on. There's a fine line between love and hate. See, can't wait too late, but baby, I'm on it.
It's time for us to be a part of the change, my people.
There's a fine line between love and hate.
There ain't no way every city should have a role model to look up to. If they need one after today, they'll know where to find us. We ain't all the man. We out here every day working blood, sweat, and tears to make sure our kids have hope. A lot of our kids don't know what hope is because they don't get taught hope. We're going to teach them hope, love, and compassion. Give them all the purpose. We have found our purpose as being adults. It's time to get our youth to find their purpose. Who's better to find their purpose than us?
Many times I sit back and contemplate, fresh off the bank when I'm telling my story. My relationship with my folks is give and take, and I done took so much, I give it my glory. Oh Lord, I'm so tired, I'm so tired. I feel like I walk most of the road on my own. That's why I'm giving up to this goal, 'cause I don't wanna be alone.
Hey, when I say we need unity, we need peace, say one of the love in Jackson's free. We need unity, we need peace. 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 we need peace? Where's the love in Jackson Street? We need unity, we need peace. Where's the love in Jackson Street? We need unity, we need peace. Where's the love in Jackson Street?
Cause it's a hard road to hoe.
Y'all say guns down, y'all say something about it. Guns down, 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 we need unity, we need peace. 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 Guns down. 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 When I say increase the peace, y'all say save our children. Increase the peace. 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 Save our children. Increase the love. Save our children. Increase the love. Save our children. Increase the love. Increase the love. Save our children. 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 We need peace. We need unity. We need peace. We need unity. We need peace. Where's the love in Jackson Street? We need unity. We need peace. Where's the love in Jackson Street? Where's the love in Jackson Street? Where's the love in Jackson Street?
Next time we gotta have a cooler water rolling with us.
Everyone heading for the top. My feeling of fire is from the bottom. Nobody knows. Everybody fighting to reach the top. How far is it?
Thanks too late, y'all. Want to pull up to the camera. Thanks too late. Thanks too late, y'all. Pull up to the camera. What you mean by how, man? We can jump.
Where's the love in Jackson Street? Where's the love in Jackson Street? Where's the love in Jackson Street? Where's the love in Jackson Street?
John, I think that little dude right there talking that bridge.
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
All right, take the next right.
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
Where's the love in Jackson Street? Take the next right.
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
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 Where's the love in
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
Where's the love in
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
Where's the love in
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
Where's the love
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
When I say increase the love, y'all say save our children. Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love.
Save our children.
Increase the love. 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 one of y'all give y'all, each one of y'all give yourself a hand clap for great job. Y'all can get out of there for yourself. Y'all did an amazing job. Give yourself a hand clap for the sacrifice that you made to come out this day. We thank you.
All right, we made it, y'all. We made it, y'all. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this rally started. We got some people that's gonna come speak to y'all. We're gonna try to go out this way, but since y'all are already here on the steps, we're gonna do it like this, right here. All right. So in 1 second, I'm gonna bring our master of ceremonies up, Mr. Otha Kane. He's gonna kind of get things rolling. CJ Rose is not here to give the initial prayer for the beginning piece. Let me see who I can. Who can I put on the spot here immediately? Oh, Brother Frank did the prayer before we left. Tony speaking, so he ain't gonna do his piece. I tell you what, Otha, since you the master of ceremonies, you can give us a good hearty prayer.
Good day, good day, good day. How y'all doing? Come on, how y'all doing? All right, let's start this rally with the word of prayer. Bow your heads with me, please. God in heaven, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity. God, we thank you for unity. God, we thank you for vision, and we thank you for purpose. God, we thank you for the organizers of this event. God, if Jackson is to change, we are the change makers. If Mississippi is to change, we are the change makers. And God, we thank you for the vision you've put into the organizers of this event. God, we thank you for the vision you've put into the executors of this event. And God, we just simply want to say thank you. In your son's name we pray, amen. All right, y'all excited today? Y'all excited today? All right, so I want you to understand that every movement did not start with 5,000 people. Right? Every movement that happened did not start with 1 million people. You guys are the seed. You guys are the seed of this event, right? You're the core initiators of this event. So give yourselves a big round of applause, right? You're in on the front end, right? We're not looking for Superman to save us. We're not looking for Superman to save us. We can do that ourselves. We can absolutely do that ourselves. I'm looking for the lineup of this program here. I think Representative Chris Bell is first up. Let's give him a round of applause.
All right, thank you so much. It means a lot to be here today, this morning. As Otha Kane said eloquently, change does occur in small groups, but this is not a small group. This is just the beginning. As we all began on this call with the inspiration of Brad Franklin, understanding that this is just not a march. This is the beginning of a process. Beginning of a process to understand, to be accountable in our community, to show our youth true leadership, and to have them involved in future leadership. But what I come to talk to you real briefly about is our upcoming session this year. One of the things that has been made very clearly by leadership in our capital is that they're going to have an opportunity to provide us with a piece of legislation that talks about school choice. So that means taking tax dollars that you have worked so hard for students to go to other school districts and have a better education, so to speak. I am adamantly opposed to that. Our school system here at JPS is doing great things and has been doing great things under the leadership of Dr. Green, Eric Green. We've gone from a D and F school district to a C. We're just a little bit behind on a B, but we're improving. We're steady improving. So with the leadership that is at the helm for our school district here at JPS, we are not supporting this piece of legislation, even though we have not seen what it looks like. But I just can't support taking tax dollars to other and giving it to other individuals. That's not feasible. That doesn't work for us. The other thing that we also need to look at is that it's just not an attack on our school system. It's an attack on all of our school systems of color. One of the biggest budgets in all of our school districts, especially in our African American communities, come from the school district. So it's not about educating students partially, but the real deal is about contracts that go to minority vendors and individuals that have businesses within those school districts. Let's just be real. JPS has a large school budget. I'm sure a majority of those contracts are going to minority vendors who pay taxes, who provide resources for our community and do things to help our community. So when you have a situation where you have an individual that are talking about taking away our school dollars and providing them to other school districts, that means you're losing dollars that can go into your community, not just school systems, but jobs, employment opportunities. When people want funding for a basketball team, well, this business can't give it to you now because they don't have a contract. It's deeper than just your school dollars going to a white district. It's about contracts. But I want you all to be involved this session. Show up, show out. If you can't be here in person, watch us on a YouTube channel. Our sessions are broadcast every day, Tuesday through Friday. You can hear what we're debating. You can see what we're going to debate online. We put a schedule up. We have a list of legislation that shows up on our calendar that you can look at and read and be involved in. Do not be bashful in coming up here because this is your state capital. You paid for it. You have free entry in here. Speak to every individual in here. Do not be afraid. Do not be bashful. We need that support. We need to hear from you. That's what's missing a lot of times, that we don't hear from you. And that's what we need for you to do starting today. All right, thank you so much.
All right, come on, let's give it up for Representative Chris Bell. So I just want to highlight a couple of things that he said. This district, Jackson Public Schools, has absolutely moved under the leadership of Dr. Eric Green. It is absolutely, he has moved the needle. He's assembled a really, really good team. And to the point of contracts, not just African Americans getting contracts, but qualified African Americans getting contracts, because we can do the job, right? We can do the job. Mr. Fingers is a school board member. Let's give him a big round of applause. And he's looking at every eye, looking at every T to ensure things are right and things are happening. And so this district is absolutely on the verge of becoming a B, and under Dr. Green's leadership, from a low D to a very high C, and just points away from a B. All right, so let's give it up for JPS. And also to Bell's point, we've got to be involved in this legislative session. Far too often, these elected officials know we vote and then we leave, right? We don't stay engaged. We vote, we check out. We vote, we check out. But we need to stay engaged in the process. Up next is Mr. John Knight. He's going to come and bring us some words. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's one of the organizers of this event.
We made it. I usually don't write things down, but I want to make sure I hit some key points to let us know why we all out here and what this means, not just to me, it should mean to every person that's here. Today is the start of what a revolution is about. We're all here for the same reason, uniting as men to demand the end of elements profiting off the demise of our youth. This is not just a march. This is a peaceful march, but it's a damn movement. Amen. It's time for us as men, uncles, brothers, fathers, stepfathers, brothers, sisters. If you're in the family, if you're not in the family, if you're in the house, if you're not in the house, it's time for us to take our rightful place as being the leaders of our community. For too long, we've sat around in our comfort zones, in our nice houses, AC blowing, refrigerator full of food. All of these things, we have kids out here staying in abandoned houses, going to school every day out of abandoned house with filthy clothes on because they looking for someone to help them. But yet and still, our citizens, our people, our government shun our damn kids like they don't care, and they don't care. We have to be the ones to care. Nobody is coming to save us. If we sitting around waiting on the white Jesus or the white Savior of the world to come back and change our lives, I'm 48 and he ain't came yet. Not speaking against my almighty creator, but I'm telling you what the people think. Our people, for so long we've been manipulated, we've been lied to. We've been cheated out of education. We've been cheated out of funds to feed our households. We've been cheated out of the love that we was taught back in the days when the slaves was out here, when they was getting beaten every day to go out to work. But yet it's still those mothers, those black mothers held it together. If it wasn't for these ladies, get these ladies came out. It's not just about men. It's about men stepping up. I work with youth daily. These are some of my youth in my program. Get them around the crowd. They could be somewhere else doing some other things. So, when you are for the community, when you are for your people, you gotta ask your people what they want. You can't come in my community and tell me what the hell I need to watch this if you ain't never lived out there. Stay where you at and build that up. We have to build our communities. We have to rebuild the love that was lost for so many years from our youth. A lot of my kids, when they first come, I always tell them I love them. And they look at me like I'm crazy. I had to say no diddy. I pause when I tell them I love them. You know, because they have never been told that. They don't wake up every morning with a mother or a father or auntie or uncle coming there and say, I love you. I hope you have a good day. Or asking them about themselves. When they step into my sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's the first thing they get asked after they journal. How your day going? How was your day? If it was good or bad, I want to know what made it good and what made it bad. So this movement is not just it ain't gonna stop here. If you ain't been on the Zooms or on the emails, you will be on there because we got a lot of conversations we're gonna have. It ain't for the public, it's for our community where they don't go in there and give them the information. A lot of the problem is we don't educate our people. We don't tell them where the resources at. A lot of our families and kids are suffering around here, these mothers, single mothers that's suffering. They don't know where to go because they hide it from us and give it to the other people in Rankin County. Y'all know that, right? Okay, I just want to make sure y'all know that. But they act like we the only ones that got our hands out. Everybody needs a hand up and a hand out to get to where they need to get in life. You got to begin somewhere to get to where you're going. And we're beginning here today to get to where we need to go to give our youth in the city of Jackson purpose, meaning, and love and compassion. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out, but do not let this be the only time that you be a part of anything that's different than the norm. Peace.
All right, let's give it up for John Knight, founder of Living with Purpose. Appreciate you. One of the organizers of this event. Next up is Brad Kamikaze Franklin. He's going to come. Brad put out a call and people responded to his call. It takes a lot of work to do something like this, right? This is more than just talk. It takes a lot of work to do something like this. Let's give Mr. Brad Franklin a big round of applause.
So, I think y'all know what I'm finna be on, right? I think you already know what I'm on. But first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody out here. I woke up real heavy this morning because I didn't know what was going to happen out here today. I've been heavy the entire week because I did not know what was going to happen out here this week. I did not know who was going to show up. I didn't know who was going to come. I didn't know what was going to happen around our perimeter. We took all of the notions and all of the precautions that we could possibly make sure everybody was out here and had a chance to come out here and march peacefully. So thank y'all so much for coming out there. I appreciate y'all for that. But y'all already know what I'm on. When I say Black Power, you say every hour. Black Power. 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 Every hour. All right. So, with that being said, and I want to speak particularly to everybody that's out here today, we are at a critical point in our city and in our state, right? It is time that we let people understand that we know as black folks that racism is not an opinion. Racism is a choice that you make. Fascism is not an opinion. It is not an ideology. It is a choice that you make. There is no other group of people that exist on this planet that has been more maligned than all of my beautiful black folk that are out here today. And in the past week, all I've seen in every angle is black folks getting blamed for stuff that had nothing to do with us at all whatsoever. Black folks being blamed for all the problems that have nothing to do with us whatsoever. All I see is black people blaming black people, and I see black people talking about black on black crime, and I see white people talking about black on black crime as if white on white crime in the white community is not at 85%. as if a white person is not more likely to be killed by another white person in their community. Black on black crime is a red herring. It's just something that they use as a talking point. Because when a white man kills a white man and then the next day HBCUs are on lockdown, that ain't got a damn thing to do with us. So we're here to say today is very important, okay? There's a gubernatorial election that's coming up here very soon. And I tell people the most important thing that you need to know is that most of the problems that exist for black folks in the city and in the state come out of this building right here. The laws that are passed come out of this building right here. We have Representative Chris Bell, we got Representative Kathy Sykes out here. We have people who understand how this process works. Everybody talks about what the mayor is doing, everybody talks about what the city council is doing. The folks that are in this building right here are the ones that are doing the most detriment to your city and your state right now. So it's very important that the young people out here understand the vote. I hear people all the time talking about my vote doesn't matter. And Democrats are just like Republicans and they're two sides of the same coin. Democrats and Republicans might be different, but I know the difference between good and evil. That's right. I know the difference between right and wrong. And what we are witnessing right now is absolute evil and it's absolute wrong. So you're going to have to pick a side. You're either on the side of right and good, or you are either on the side of wrong. It's just that simple. It's not a Democratic or Republican issue. It is the issue of good versus evil. It's just as simple as that. And you got to decide what side you're going to be on. Because if your vote was not important, then people would have not died for it. If your vote was not important, they would not be trying to gerrymander the districts in Texas right now, or pass laws to gerrymander those districts. And don't think because it's happening in Texas, don't think that Donald Trump Jr. that's in this building is not going to try to do the same exact thing. In 2026, we got Andy Gibson, we got Shad White, both of them are trying to run, and both of them are Donald Jr. the third and Donald Jr. the fourth, trying to get inside of this building. And if we are not on top of what we're on top of, if we don't understand how important our vote is, things are going to get decidedly worse for black folks in this city, in this state. It's real serious. So we out here today because doing nothing has not worked. Doing nothing is not an option. Nobody is coming to save us. I heard so many people talk about, oh, well, y'all marching, and marching is performative, and we tired of marches, and marches don't do nothing, and marching is old, and marching is this, and marching is that. You know what absolutely ensures that nothing gets done? Doing nothing. So today, we decided to come out here and let this be the first action item. And like John said, we've been meeting and talking for 4 months. We have a plan of action in place. We have people that were on that call and they're going to come and talk to you today real briefly before we get out of here because I know the sun is beating down. But these conversations are not going to take place in the public sphere. They're not going to take place on Facebook. They're not going to take place anywhere publicly where anybody can see them. They're going to take place where they need to take place from, inside the rooms where black folk going to handle black folk business. We've done enough talking, we've done enough Facebooking, and one thing that I've learned in the last week, the one thing that I've learned is still a lot of black folks that are in love with white supremacy. It's still a lot of black folks that love being subjugated. There's a lot of black folks that still love it. So we can't tell our plans out in public because they're going to run and tell massa. And if they run and tell massa, they're going to try to thwart our plans. So we're not going to do it in the public. We're going to have these meetings in-house, and we're going to work it out, and we're going to fix what's wrong in our communities, because damn sure somebody, a racist with a blog, is not going to tell us what needs to be done in the city of Jackson. That's right. There's not a white person in the city that can tell me what needs to be done in my neighborhood, okay? So let's stop engaging with racists. Let's stop engaging with these bloggers. Let's stop engaging with these people. You're not going to change their mind. They're intent on being racist. There's nothing that you can say or do to them that's going to make them do a thing. I get upset just like y'all do. I want to respond just like y'all do. I want to go do something to them just like y'all do. I know how to get IP addresses just like the next guy. I want to go to their house just like you do. But that's not how we're going to do it, because they already think that's what we own already. But see, our people is a smart people. We are an intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? We children of the sun. We are gods. And that's not how we conduct ourselves, but that's what they think. We don't need you to send police into our communities. We damn sure don't need you to send a National Guard into our communities. That's not what we need. What we need you to do is give us the resources that we need. Give John the resources that we need. Give these politicians the resources that they need to help these kids in these communities. All right? So peace and power to all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. This is just the beginning. I see y'all starting to kind of move over to that shade too. So I'm gonna head on. We're gonna start talking to y'all this way, man. Peace and power, everybody. Thank you.
All right, come on, let's give it up for Kamikaze. Great words, brother. I certainly appreciate that. But his words also pain me. His words also pain me. Did y'all pick up on it? He was able to shout out 2 or 3 different Republican names that's running for governor. Right? He was able to articulate 2 or 3 different Republican names running for governor. Not one with a D behind their name, because we don't know. We're not organized. We're not working. They are working and have been working for a very, very long time. The other sadness in that speaks to a lack of unity. That speaks to a divisive community. Everybody want to be in charge. Everybody want to lead. Everybody want to do this. I hope that this is the beginning of our community really coming together. Next up, former mayor of the city of Jackson and pastor and superintendent of Midtown Charter Schools. Let's please welcome Brother Tony Yarber.
Great day, everybody. Y'all all right? Do me a favor, if you would simply turn to somebody and say, I need you to make it. I need you to make it. Now, if they didn't look you in your eye and say that with all of the passion, with everything on the inside of them, find you somebody else who will speak life into you really quickly and say, I need you to make it.
I need you to make it.
Spirit of Cain. Who is Cain? Cain is the first brother that killed his brother. And he killed his brother not because his brother had done anything to him, not because his brother had said anything sideways to him, but because he believed his brother had access to something that he did not. And when you oppress a people, I'm preaching better than y'all are shouting. When you oppress a people,
You right.
it isn't that the people are violent people all the time. Sometimes it's that the people need a ministry that doesn't include being beat down. And in this building, we're often beaten in the process of trying to receive something. And then instead of us doing this, we turn around and we take it out on one another. And so the pressures of the neighborhood creates pressures on the inside of us. A man that can't provide for his family, he ain't violent. He's frustrated.
Come on. Yes.
Absolutely.
A mama that's got to feed Miles, she ain't an angry black woman. She just needs somebody to step up.
Amen.
So my challenge to you is to be very, very confrontational with the divisive spirit that has found its way in our ranks. The kind that says to you that if I don't get to speak, I ain't showing up. The kind that says that if I'm not a part of the organizing, then it's not worth my time. Do you know how glad I am to be here and not have to do no real work? I'm looking for something to join that I ain't got to be in charge of. And so when you got the main thing and you make the main thing the main thing, then all of this other stuff doesn't create problems between us. Brad, I'm sorry we don't talk more. That's on me. Otha, I'm sorry we don't talk more. It's on me. Bruh Figures, I'm sorry I don't come sit under your wisdom more. That's on me. And it's on all of y'all. Because we've allowed trials and trouble and the vicissitudes of life to put us in silos. And when we get in those silos, we find reason to be mad with everybody else. Instead of coming out from where we are saying, hey, listen, each one teach one, educate another one. How do you do that? I say this and I'm done. I think that in order for us to really reestablish what it is that we're trying to do, we got to go back to the time before desegregation. We got to go back to a time to where we create our own pool of resources. We got to go to a place and a time where there was a collection of the collective. And the collective was responsible for everybody. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. See, it ain't your brother. You mad with your brother. It ain't your brother. It's that thing in him. It's that thing, it's that void. It's that thing that needs ministry. It's that thing that needs somebody to say, I love you. And can't nobody stop me from doing it. And so today, I think we need to heal a little bit. And we need to heal from the things that we think we've done to each other. But they're actually the things that have been done to us, and we've not had an outlet, and so that outlet has been on each other. So before we're done, I want you to just turn to somebody and say, I believe in what's in you. Tell one more person, say, you are the Superman or woman that we've been waiting for. Would you celebrate the super person right next to you? Because that's where the change starts. That's where it begins. And I believe that the right people are here today to make the right kind of change. Blessings on you.
Thank you, brother. Come on, let's make some noise for Brother Tony Yarber. Man, as he was talking, I was thinking of my grandmother. A charge to keep we have, right? We've got work to do, people. We've got absolute work to do. He also underscored something that Representative Jasmine Crockett said this week, right? We got to go beyond the surface. When somebody makes a mistake, they're not all criminals, right? And we got to put those labels or cast those labels aside. So one more time for Brother Yarber, thank you very much. And there were a lot of people on the call. One such person is Mr. C.J. Lawrence. He's going to come and share some words, the founder of Black with No Chaser.
People's lawyer.
Good afternoon, beautiful black people. How y'all doing this afternoon?
Very well.
Is it afternoon or is it morning? Hey, look. All I want to say is that it is beautiful to be here with all of you today. I want to salute Kamikaze. I don't know where he is right now, but there you go. I want to salute him for taking the initial step in bringing us all together. You should be commended for that. For having the vision to say, I want to bring 1,000 black men across the state of Mississippi together. And we knew it was going to be a challenge in doing that. Not because we aren't capable, but because it takes time to bring people together in the way that he envisioned, right? So we understand that this is really the first step of a movement today. We all look around one another, understanding, hey, next time we out here, I'm bringing 10 more with me. I'm bringing 10 more with me, whether it's coming from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where I drove from today, or the coast, or North Mississippi, the Delta. We got to touch everybody everywhere, right? When it comes to really organizing and getting our people together, we're gonna have to touch everywhere from the streets to the churches, right? We're gonna have to organize people. We're gonna have to get them together. And once we get ourselves together, we have to understand, as Otha has stated, as Brad has stated, as Brother Yarber has stated, we're fighting against those principalities. We are fighting against things and systems that are, beyond our control, but they don't control us. In that sense, in that regard, what I mean is, last week, you had a white man kill a white man. And when that white man killed that white man, immediately, HBCUs got blamed and terrorized. They had to shut down because they were upset. And the reality of that being upset was that outside of the culture of anger and violence that has been sold in that regard, if they let go of that anger and violence and the direction towards us, they might not have nothing left as far as culture is concerned. And that's the reality of it. And sometimes it's hard to hear. They get mad with us when we tell the truth as it relates to that, but that's okay. Tell the truth anyway. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of opportunity for us, y'all. That's what I look at this as. I look at all of us in this moment as the ones to create the opportunity for ourselves. There's a lot of work to do in the state of Mississippi and across this country. I believe that if we start to do that work, right here, if we start to inspire one another, if we see the power within one another and our unity with one another, then we begin to understand truly what types of change we can make, right? We can make it from the ballot box to the courtrooms. In my everyday life, I'm a criminal defense attorney, civil rights attorney. That's the work that I do on a daily basis. And no matter where it is in the state, it can be a majority black city or a majority white city, the majority of the people that I see get herded into our systems, shackled like cattle, look like us, whether it's Hines County or Madison County. And with that being said, I understand that I got a responsibility as far as this is concerned, and I understand that we all have a responsibility as far as it's concerned. And what I would ask of us today is make a commitment. You've already made an initial step in that commitment by being here today. Well, what's the next step in that? What role can I play? I love what Brother Yarba said. As he said, he was like, he didn't have to do a lot in the planning of this. I'm telling you, Brad was instrumental in bringing us all together, from the emails to the creating the Facebook group to creating whatever. But we understand that this is an oath as well. We understand that this is a job that all of us have a duty in, right? Each of us have a duty in. It's our duty to fight for our freedom. It's our duty to win, right? We must love and protect one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. If we understand that, then we understand that this moment is a charge to all of us to say, okay, I understand what Brad's role is in this, I understand what Otha's role is in this, but what's my role going to be? What's going to ensure that the next time we come here, because you see them over there, they out there, they was out there scared, right? Let's just give them something to be scared of. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Let's give them something to be scared of. Not out of reaction, but because we are proactively unifying and building up ourselves for our communities. Thank y'all very much.
All right, let's give CJ a big round of applause. Thank you very much. You know, he spoke to something, and you don't have to lead to support, right? You don't have to lead to be involved, right? And the fake involvement is what we don't need, right? The fake involvement is what we don't need. If you say you're a part of it and you want to be a part of it, just get in the game. You know that saying, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. All right, Stephen Brown's going to come now with the Brownwood Art Center. Let's give him a hand as he comes.
First, I just want to say that I am honored. I'm honored to be here amongst my brothers, amongst my little brothers, amongst my big brothers and big sisters, little sisters, amongst my mentors and my heroes. I'm gonna be extremely brief. I'm gonna be like 30 seconds. But the word that's on my heart as I stand here and look at everybody is audacity. Audacity. Really that spirit of, who do you think you are, right? I didn't ask who do they think you are. What do they say you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you say you are? Who do you know you are? That's the spirit that I see standing here today. Who do you say you are? Who do you know you are? I heard somebody the other day talking, said that if you're not at the table, you're on the table, right? If you're not, basically, you either eat food or you be food, right? But I'm gonna take it a step further because I don't need your table, right? We can build our own table. There's nothing standing between the people right here building our own table. Nobody has to give you permission to build your neighborhood. Nobody has to give you permission to take care of our women.
Right.
Nobody has to give you permission to take care of your family. Nobody has to give you permission to protect your house and your household and your city, okay, and yourself and your mind. Nobody has to give you permission to do that. And so I just want to walk away with that spirit of audacity. Like I said, I'm not going to be here long. I thank you for the time that we have together. And tell them about BAC. Okay. Sure, I'll tell them about BAC. So nobody had to give me permission, but 3 years ago, doing a cleanup in my neighborhood, saw this abandoned building that had been sitting there for years. Been sitting there for at least 10 years. And I didn't wait on the city, didn't wait on the state, didn't wait on anybody to say, you know what? This is what my city deserves. This is what my neighborhood deserves. So we got this abandoned building in my neighborhood, converted it into an arts and community center, where it's free arts enrichment programming. It's everything from a free recycling program to ACT prep, to after-school tutoring, to youth mentorship, to arts classes, to line dance, financial literacy. And this is an abandoned building that had been sitting in my neighborhood for years. But that idea didn't come out of nowhere, to be honest. Because I've seen people, I've seen my brothers, some that are standing out here. I've seen what Coke in Kansas did with Southside Barber and Beauty. Okay? I've seen what the people that are already out here do every day with no recognition. It's not about a photo op. It's not about somebody giving us praise. It's not about an award ceremony. It's not about none of that. But to be able to look back at our legacy and see that we did something instead of just talking about it. We got off Facebook. We got off Facebook, got off the internet talking about it, and actually started doing it. And so, like I said, this is not something that came out of nowhere. I have big brothers that have influenced me the whole way of what CJ has done. Okay, for years and years with Black and No Chaser. And even before, they're working in our criminal justice system to defend brothers, you know? So, like I said, I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm just thankful. I have gratitude. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for even letting me speak.
All right, Stephen Brown, Broadwood Arts Center. That word audacity is kind of powerful, right? The audacity of hope, right? The audacity of hope. I know y'all are weary and worn. Our last speaker, Kim Arcane, is gonna come up. Brothers helping brothers. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Man, let me get a year. Yeah. Okay. What's happening, y'all? My name is Keith Arcane, man. Thankful to be here once again. Y'all give it up for Brother Brad. Yeah. Shout out to the living legend himself, Brother Frank Figures, man. Right. Give it up for him, man. I'm 35 now. I met Frank Figures when I was like 19. And you have been a huge inspiration from 19 to 35. I just want to say thank you publicly with everything that you've done with this city and the young men and the people around you. That's right. Audacity was a strong word, Otha. Yeah. Shout out to Fifth Child, man. Some of the things that came to my mind was the more you know, the more responsible you should become. So it's a lot of things that's been said on this microphone, but again, you know, the action takes place after we leave off of these steps today. Right? And I think we talked about a lot of systemic things, and those things are very important, but I want to get down to the nitty-gritty of the actual brother, the actual man, the actual person. So if you would repeat after me, say iron, sharpens iron. Brother helps brother. That's something that I created about 3 years ago. And it's a monthly meetup, and we meet up downtown at the cigar shop, and sometimes we do things outside of the cigar shop. But the main reason why I wanted to develop this was because us men didn't necessarily have a safe space. There's not a space for us a lot of the times where we can just come and just be a man. You know what I mean? Just come and relax, let our hair down, for lack of better words, because we deal with different pressures throughout our days and throughout our life. But we need a place to come and release. And so this brother has shared it publicly, so I know that he wouldn't mind me sharing this story. It was one brother specifically who actually tried to commit suicide, but the gun jammed. And he was sitting out in the parking lot right before coming into a Brother Helps Brother. And we loved on that brother. And he is still here today because of something like Brother Helps Brother. So, again, the more you know, the more responsible you should become. So everything that y'all heard today on this microphone, everything you heard Brad say, everything you heard Tony say, Everything you heard Otha say, everything you heard Fifth Child said, everything you heard CJ said, everything that I'm saying, and whatever other positive thought that you are thinking when it comes to this, act on it. Right? Success loves speed. So the quicker that you act, the quicker results that we can get, because it all starts with us. Somebody once said, if you want to change the world, start on your street. So start on your street, start in your house, and then we can get outside, continue to do stuff like this and celebrate, not necessarily to make a step, but to celebrate all the work that we already been doing internally in our house and on our street. Thank you.
All right, let's give all of our speakers a big round of applause. Come on, y'all, give it up for them. And I think you recognize the ultimate charge. The work begins right now. This was just the first step. So ultimately, the power of a man is magnified through his ability to serve others, recognize the impact he can have, and live not just for himself, but for the greater good. Embracing this journey enriches not only their own lives, but the lives of those around them, creating a lasting ripple effect of inspiration and motivation. Brothers, we are the supermen that we've been looking for. Let's do this. Y'all have a great day, everybody.
All right, so we are at the end of the event, 1,000-man march. It went down, everything was successful. It's at the end, we're hot, everything is over. But Brad, I wanted to get some words from you, man. How do you feel about the turnout?
I mean, for one thing, it's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. It was a lot of work that went into putting this together. When you're trying to get a lot of people together, especially on a Saturday, and a lot of people that do a lot of different things in their own lives, it's always difficult. But a weight has been lifted because the people came up and they showed out. And this has been great. And I'm excited about what we're going to do moving forward.
All right, I have one personal question. Well, actually, it's a general question, man. But I heard you speak on a lot of things today. One in particular that caught my attention, man, is not putting everything out in the public. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people do have a problem with that because they don't know the resources, they don't know how. Mm-hmm. What would you say to those people?
Well, the resources that are there are going to be put out to the public. The plan in which we're going to start making a change in our community, those are the things that we're talking about that are going to be in-house. All right. The resources that are available, those things we're going to make available so everybody can have access to them. But the plan for what we're going to do in our communities, that's going to be amongst us. And that's coming from my mentors and people that I look up to that told me what we needed to do with this so that we did not broadcast it all over the place.
All right. And for the fathers, the grandfathers, the uncles, the sons, nephews, every black man that was out here today, what would you encourage them to do other than what we did here today?
It's like I said in part, man, be bold, be black, be beautiful, be a role model. Start with the people that are in your immediate circle and work your way out. Start with your street, start with your neighborhood, start with your school, and work your way out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
too black, too strong, too strong.